It's not even Christmas yet. Hi. Oh Lord, please just bear with me because I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm a punk. This is sad. But anyway, y'all. Okay. Here I go. All right, so it's Sandy on the line. It's Sandy. I got some stuff under my eye. It's Sandy. It's Sandy. Come on in. Come on in. Let's see. You know, I'm the writer for Social Therapy Magazine, and we're gonna start with that, right? Then we're gonna make sure that you follow us on Instagram, Social Therapy IG, Twitter, Social Therapy One. Also subscribe to our channel, YouTube Social Therapy Mag, and the owner of Social Therapy Mag, Dupree Shamir, also on Twitter. Right? So that's what we're gonna talk about just until we get a few more people in here. Y'all like my tree? It's a nice tree, right? I know. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Please excuse me, please. Ooh, this is sad. Wait a minute, hold on. How was the phone? We have a special guest tonight, pop artist Zelly Vibes. Hey!
Hi,
oh my God, you're so pretty. How you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing good.
I'm good.
I'm so happy to be here.
Me too. I'm very excited too.
And so, with this Instagram, all this live shit, I'm just like, oh my God. Sometimes I don't know what to do either. It's just like, a lot going on.
you over it, right?
Bro, seriously.
So listen, I know you heard from Dupree. He connected us. It's a whole interview thing that I want to do with you right now. I want to ask you a few questions, so let me know if you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. First, we're going to start. Where you from?
I was born in California. I was raised in Mexico, and then I was brought here to America. We've lived in Las Vegas ever since, so I feel like Las Vegas is my hometown. Yeah.
Really? That's nice. Can you tell me what inspires you, to get into the music world? What was it that made you want to say, this is what I want to do?
For me, I know everyone's stories are different. But I, from a very young age, I just remember always being attracted to music. In the Latino world, soap operas are like a huge thing. So they have like intro songs. So I remember learning the intro songs to whatever soap opera was popping, and like I just remember like just loving music, and like I didn't really know I had a voice or anything like that. It was that's how it really started. And I have a cousin that actually does music, and she's the one that would kind of invite me to sing with her for the family parties. And then from there is where, my family kind of helped.
They supported you.
Forward to do it professionally, yes.
That's really nice. Those are some of the things that we need in our life to push ahead, to get forward, to move forward. You know what I mean? So you was very fortunate and lucky about that. How old were you though? How old were you when you, were you a little girl, a teenager?
The first memory I have of me learning a song and stuff that probably I was like 4 years old, and I remember professionally because see I started with Spanish folk music, so at the age of 11 I started doing it professionally. So yeah, I traveled to many places, and I would sing with a mariachi band. And so yeah, I did that for many years until I decided to do my own thing. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. What albums? You have any albums out? You have anything cooking? What's going on?
Yeah, I didn't. Well, for my Spanish music, I did do an album, and I dropped a couple of singles and stuff. But for my English music, I transitioned to doing English music in 2016, and yeah, in 2016, I I don't know. I feel like I was focusing more on developing my sound, and so I started dropping singles, and I just kind of paying attention to people's interviews, and just kind of learning about the process that it takes to make an album. I feel like it's just you need a lot of money for promotion. You need a lot of that because it's like a body of work, and maybe other people disagree with me. I mean, if you want to drop, look at Russ. He dropped, and period, he just blew up and stuff like that. And I feel like that's the way to do it if you want to do it like that. For me, I feel like singles have been working for me because it's kept me consistent. But I have mixtapes. I have 2 mixtapes that are only found on YouTube and SoundCloud. Zelly Vibes, if you guys ever want to check it out, just search Zelly Vibes and it'll pop up. It's my first mixtape, Zelly Vibes mixtape, that is kind of like a vibe of like kind of like trap and beat. I started like that, and then the second one that I did, which is Zelly Vibrations, it's more like R&B, still trap and beat, but definitely more not really so turned up like the music that I've been making for a little bit. Yeah.
That's great. Such an inspiration.
Thank
you. I mean, listen, it is what it is. At this point, what do you like? Are you currently working on anything? Any music videos? What do you like? What do you have? Like, what else is going on?
So yeah, right now I'm like I was telling you, just preparing just to drop more singles. It takes a lot of preparation, and to like keep the consistency going, and it's been great. I just actually finished doing a video that it took me 2 months to finish because I'm independent. I'm full-time independent, so you gotta be when you're self-employed, you gotta save up your money. And period. Even if you're not self-employed,
you still gotta save your money.
Like, holds us back. Seriously, what holds us human beings back is the fact of like the need of wanting things, and it's very normal, like I want things too, but it is I want other things more than that material stuff, plenty of times I could just flex up and get designer shit and whatever and flex, but I feel like I gotta put in the work and make the sacrifices, especially because I'm my main support, I no one else gives me funds my projects or anything. It's really the art, and like I was saying, one thing that I have learned that has helped me is to manage my money, because that's how I've managed to execute, and so yeah, so it took 2 months, but I did it, it took 2 months, and there's times that it's really hard, to save up. It's kind of like, I can't really, people invite you out to places, let's go to eat, let's go link up here, link up there. You gotta consider, you're gonna spend money on gas and wherever the hell you go, and so it comes to a point where you have to make those choices for yourself, like, do I really want to invest into a business, or do I want the new Jordans, or whatever it is, and that's
priorities.
Right? Not just for like music or anything. Literally, if you want a car, if you want to move out, if you want to travel, like just set that goal, and you don't gotta like you don't gotta like even have a what is it called, like save up all your bread or whatever. Like have a system, like something that I've learned is there's different ways to do it. So whatever works for you. I know people have bills and it might be hard, but even if it's $1 that you're putting away, trust me, that's better than nothing, you know. And so,
it's true.
anyways, yeah. So it took me 2 months to prepare for this video, and you know, just really did it, and it. Man, I can't wait for you guys to watch it. I can't really like say much. It's a song that's not released, you know, yet. So, but yeah, it's a really dope video. I had a lot of fun, and I realized that my art is seeking for more. So, you know, like this is probably one of the videos that I've dropped the most money for. And it's like literally the little things, you know, the little details that matter, and you know, like every single little step, it adds up. But I really believe in my work, and that's kind of like what you have to ask yourself, you know, do I really believe in this, or am I bullshitting? So right now I'm preparing for that, to drop more music. I recently dropped a song with DJ XL, a really dope DJ from Las Vegas, and it was our first collaboration, and that went really well. It actually is going on 82,000 streams on Spotify, and we dropped the video on YouTube, so if anyone wants to check that out, it's a really dope video.
I mean, but you have a great following. I checked you out.
Thank you.
You're really cool. I love it. I love everything about it. So where do you see yourself like in the next 3 to 5 years, 6 months from now, 2 months? I mean, you know, as far as expanding what you're already doing, like suppose you want to do some acting, reality TV, like what do you think? Do you see yourself going down that trail, or you just going to stick to music for now?
You know what? That's actually something that I've had a lot, like, I don't know, like, I've thought about that a lot, because coming into the game, I didn't even think modeling would be a thing, you know? I just wanted to make music. Like, I didn't even think, or even to think that, like, I had to be a businesswoman, you know, and study the business and learn about the business. Like, I just wanted to sing, and that's it. But then you have a reality check with anything that you do, you know? Like, even with what you do with your business, you know, you
right.
come on here and you're, you know, you, like you said, you're a writer, but now, you know, you're also a host, you know,
right.
TV. There's so many, it's kind of like a tree, and it has its roots, and it goes everywhere, you know? Music is the same thing. Right now, yeah, like I was saying, just the modeling part of it, just being a brand ambassador, that has, you know, adds on to the income, as well as, you know, being
that's just more below the belt. That's all.
Yeah, that's a little bit more, and you know, just modeling for prints, for lookbooks, for music videos and stuff. I do have certain boundaries and things that, you know, of course, whenever they book me, I tell them, you know, I'm an artist. If you want, like, I can be featured on your video, but I can't do anything that's like out of my brand, you know? But yeah, it's cool to do that. And I do see acting. Man, I'll tell you a little story, because I know it's going to come out anyway. So I actually get messages about this, and every time people ask me, like, is that you? And I'm just like, oh my God. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that TikTok where it says, and you would too for a check or whatever. I don't know if
yeah.
Right? And so in Telemundo, I actually was reached out to do, you know, like one of those like Judge Judy shows.
Yeah.
So they booked me. They flew me out to Miami and everything, paid for everything.
What?
And paid me. It was all acting. Like, I had never done it before, you know? And so,
you got your feet wet.
You feel me? I mean, shit, you know, when you're independent, it's like, that's what I was telling you. It's like, you have to make it work, you know? When you're full-time, you have no choice, but of course have boundaries, you know, in whatever makes you comfortable. Because I don't, like, do you, you know, whatever you want to do that makes you feel comfortable. But yeah, being independent, it's been like, you know, like how, like, modeling and those little things, or even like I've done like graphic work for some of my artist friends and stuff like that. So you never know. You just gotta be ready for whatever, and be willing to be useful. Be ready to serve others as well, like you want them to serve you. And so, yeah, just kind of like I've made it work like that. And to I do like acting. I don't even honestly like. I would like to tap in more, but I think I want to do classes and things like that, because one thing about me is that I feel like I'm a little bit shy. Like, it takes me a little bit to warm up.
Oh,
And,
I understand. I totally understand that part.
yeah, it takes me a little bit to warm up. Like, a lot of people think, like, you give me a really good vibe, so I feel like, okay, cool, like, you're just like, your dope vibes, and two, like,
thank you.
I feel like your team is also very nice, and I just been back and forth communication with them, and so like I just feel like it's a vibe too, and you know what I mean. And I feel like for acting too, time is money and shit. They want you to like be ready to go and stuff. So I feel like I would want to definitely take some acting classes, but I do see all that shit. I want it all. You know what I mean? Like,
go for it. Go for it.
Like all of that, like I want my coins. Like, let's go.
Who don't? Go for it. You better get one of yours.
You feel me? Like, if they offer you a TV show, host for this, like, you never know what could happen. So, just gotta be ready.
That's it. But we still in a pandemic. What about any tours? You talking to your managers and your team about any dates coming up soon?
So, like, right now, I manage myself mainly, but I do have people in my. I feel like slowly but surely I'm building my team, and so there are people that I work with. Like, I have someone in my team who goes through my contracts, who went to school for that and stuff. So they do that. So I feel like I'm building my management team as of right now. But as far as tours, I did go on tour with Self Provoked, a really dope artist from the West Coast, and it was such an amazing experience. And that was all thanks to the Gutted Cigar. You guys should probably want to tap in with them, because they're really dope. They have a really dope collective from California, and so yeah, they invited me to be part of the tour to open for Self Provoked. We went to the Bay, Bakersfield, Los Angeles, like just pretty much on the West Coast,
right?
And it was a dope experience. I gained a lot of new supporters from the tour. I would like to do more, but with the pandemic, like all our plans changed. I mean, I was supposed to go and perform in Mexico for the first time ever.
Oh, wow.
I was supposed to go overseas as well, but like all this changed as well. So I also I feel like it shows your hustle, because like a lot of, I used to be booked like, I don't know, maybe from like 1 to 4 shows per month, up until the pandemic hit. And so, I used to get paid to perform and paid from whatever the bar would make, and also get paid by selling my merch. So I feel like that took a lot of my income, being independent, every dollar counts and stuff, So yeah, it was definitely really hard. It was a very humble, even though I come from a very humble environment. It still, kind of like gives you time to reflect on what really matters. And like at the end of the day, I still feel successful. I have, even through the pandemic, I still feel blessed. I've had amazing opportunities come my way, and I do see more tours in the near future, and I love performing. Performing is actually like my favorite thing of just doing music.
Well, we're gonna follow that up with, what is your therapy then? Because it sounds like music is your therapy, but you tell me what it is you use to because of everything that's going on. Everybody was so used to running out, going to work, doing this, doing that, carrying on, and then now we can't anymore because everything is so limited. So So now it's like, what is it that you do to mental health? All these things like that. What is it that you do to just wind down?
Wow. I'm seriously, shout out to you and your whole team because I love this question. I feel like, us being ethnic women and just like for anyone really out there, but I feel like, we go through a lot. I feel like we don't have, a lot of people don't have the same opportunities that other people have. And I feel like it's so important to talk about mental health, and I really appreciate you for asking me that. And I'm a very chill person. But I really hard on myself, and so I have to mentally check myself every day. It's a mental battle, because if you really get lost in the sauce, once it hits you, once you start being negative, it's down for a couple of days, weeks, maybe months. You feel like get it together as soon as you can, because it gets real fast. You feel me? So
it does, and it comes to you like boom, 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 like here it is.
And then you feel like you were lost. You're like, what the fuck even happened? You kind of like wake up from that moment. And so there are a few things that I do. I read self-help books. I feel like self-help books have really changed my life. And I recommend people to read, if you don't even have the time to read or that bores you or whatever, you can buy the audiobooks and just listen to them in the morning while you're getting ready or while you're on your way to work or whatever. But that's helped me being vocal about what's going on in my
expressing yourself.
Also, because I feel like a lot of people sometimes the issue is that we hold on to a lot of baggage and things,
and a lot of times it's from the past,
right? And I feel like we're, even if we have good friends around us, we're like, well, I don't want to make them feel any type of way or this and that. And I feel like it's a sensitive subject, but see, like I kind of know how to read my friends too, but I be checking with them to see, how you doing? If I see that they're doing good, then I can maybe talk to them. But if not, then I just journal. I just write it down. I write it down. Mm-hmm. That helps a lot to just, speak up. And it really depends too, because if you're really at a point where you're feeling fucking crazy and you're feeling alone and you're like, you're feeling depressed, you gotta talk about it. You gotta be vocal about it. Tell someone about it.
Yeah.
Because in one of those moments, you can do something crazy, and you don't want to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is capable of being their own, their worst enemy. You feel me? Because think about this, like how many times haven't, I know I do it, I put myself down because I'm so hard on myself, and it's kind of like, I wouldn't treat my friend like that, so why am I treating myself like that? There has to be some type of balance where I gotta also be a friend to myself. And so I do that. Also, I do everything that it takes to keep myself focused. I write things down on a whiteboard of like what I gotta be doing. Like a lot of the times you overwhelm yourself because you're not organized. You feel me? So I feel like that's like my experience. I get distracted really easily, and I'm a very passionate person, so I have all these ideas and things that I want to do. And so a lot of the times you put pressure on yourself, and like there's this magic time limit. You feel me? Or like like this pressure because you start comparing yourself, and you gotta get out of that. Focus on yourself. I feel like a lot of times with music, a lot of people feel slept on, but it's because you're looking outside of yourself. If you actually pay attention to what you got going on, then you'll realize that you have support, even if it's one person. Like one thing that I learned from Kato, the producer, he's a really dope dude that every artist should follow, and so he shared that with us. He said a lot of people want 1 million followers, but they don't even know what to do with the 100 they have.
Yeah.
You feel me? And like you gotta work with what you have. Stop putting pressure on yourself. Stop comparing yourself to others. And I know that it's hard. It's easier said than done. But take it one day at a time. is what's worked for me. Taking it one day at a time, and it's like a mental battle. So every day, it's a new day. It's a fresh start. I actually have a song that is called "New Day" that inspired me to like. I wanted a song that was kind of chanty. I wake up feeling great. It's a new day. Like I just want like a refresh, a restart. And just
right.
knowing that tomorrow is a new day. You can just start it over. Like don't be scared. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's my therapy.
You inspired me. You just inspired me.
Girl,
that was heartfelt. That was heartfelt.
Thank you. I
You're such a
appreciate
beautiful
you.
person. We're about to wrap this interview up. Why don't you drop your social media links, your social media platforms, every last one you have? Let's drop it all. Yeah. Let's drop the bomb.
Yeah, for sure. Let me just type it. I could probably just type it to be.
Yeah, you could do that. Let everybody know where they can
find me on YouTube. You guys can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. At Zelly Vibes on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, like all of it at Zelly Vibes. To make it easier for you guys too, if you guys go to the link in my bio, all my links are on there. And shout out to you, Sandy. Thank you for being great vibes. I had a good time with you, and
not a problem. I enjoyed the time too.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. Stay safe. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.